So maybe you were raised this way, but what if you were also made this way? Have you thought about that? Has anybody ever thought about that? So what if you were actually made this way? And let me tell you how. So one, we talked about being rewarded for good behavior with sweets. There's another part that we left out. What about punishment from withholding sweets? Because there are two sides to that coin. You could be rewarded for good behavior by being given sweets, offered sweet foods, and you could also be punished by withholding sweet foods. Both of those result in cravings for sweet foods for many people. But here's the other thing. Your brain, you are made in such a way that your brain naturally associates sweets with good feelings, with feelings of comfort, with feelings of nurturing, with feelings of love. Did you know that? Yeah. It releases brain chemicals that are feel-good brain chemicals like dopamine, like serotonin. Those are two brain chemicals or neurochemicals that cause you to feel good and make you happy. They're responsible for your happiness. And did you know that your hormones happen to be the regulatory system for your whole body? So we're going to get to how your hormones, there's a hormone, for example, called ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, that a lot of people can't even gauge when they're hungry because the levels of this hormone are out of balance. So let's talk about those brain chemicals though for a second, because I want to explain to you what happens when you eat a sweet food or when you're craving a sweet food. So your brain releases these chemicals, right? The serotonin, the dopamine, they make you feel good. And what happens is the release of these brain chemicals creates a loop, like a loop of continuous pleasure that is then reinforced by the cravings that you experience as a result. And that is then followed up by the eating, because you're going to go get that Ben & Jerry's, or you're going to have that ice cream, or you're going to have that candy. And then that's followed by the mental reward. So you feel good as a result of having had the craving, and then you ate the food that you craved. And let me just tell you a thing about cravings. Long before your lips even touch that chocolate, the piece of double chocolate on chocolate cake, long before you taste it, your taste buds gets to your taste buds, you have tasted it in your mind over and over and over again, a long time before you even get to eat it and to savor it. So all of this is related to the brain chemicals released in the brain that really inform your behavior and inform how you feel and really determine the reasons that you feel good as a result of having the chocolate or having, whatever it is that, that you craved. And so the point is, maybe you were raised this way, and then in addition to that, we're all made this way.